Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Saturday. Come on in, come on in. Hey y'all. So again, we live on 3 platforms. So I'm gonna be looking up here and down here, but that's okay. So we are on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Okay. So I'm gonna be talking and y'all gonna be here. Please, if you comment, I'm gonna try to see. But how y'all doing? Happy Saturday, baby. This the last day of the week, and I'm happy for it, baby. I'm not finna lie to y'all. This week been a doozy. And I'm talking from the beginning to the end's been a doozy for around here. I don't know about nobody else, but around here's been kind of crazy. Okay. So let me talk y'all. So y'all remember 2023, I shared on my platforms about my friend that I have known forever. That her boyfriend that she lived with, they've been together 4 years. He he they was fighting. Well, he was fighting with her and her daughters, her adult two of her adult daughters, and he pulled a weapon. The three of them ran in a room to hide, and he fired off and took all three of them out. Y'all know I'm watching what I'm saying because of these platforms. Um, that trial was this week. And if you were around then, you know that um, her granddaughter lived with her, and she's the only eyewitness because and she had to testify this week as well. So it's just been emotionally, things happen, right? And my friend, if you know me and know the old me, you know that some women, we don't mind squabbling up with a man. Okay, it just is what it is. And so that wasn't new to their relationship, but it escalated and things happened. So they're moving to the sentencing portion now. And people up here worry about what happened with Diddy. Chabu. Cheers. Got my Cafe Bustelo. Want some? Get some. You got some Cafe Bustelo? What's your favorite coffee? What's your favorite brand of coffee? What coffee do y'all drink at home? I only drink Cafe Bustelo at home. That's it. That's the only coffee in my house. Well, maybe not in my house because we multi-generational, but it's the only one I drink. Hold on, y'all. My phone. Hold on, y'all. Somebody text, they gonna call. Let me let them know I'm live. Come on, you So anyway, um, baby, I love Cafe Bustelo. And then if I'm out, I only drink espresso. Like at Starbucks and stuff, I always get espressos. Hello, happy Saturday. So anyway, y'all, for those that don't know or I don't really care what you know. Saturday is the last day of the week, right? Sunday is the first day of the week. So I said, you know what? God, jump on that live at the end of the week in the morning. Why not? Y'all know me and my sis Peaches. Hey, Domo girl. Me and my sis Peaches on Unique Sisters Saturday morning used to be we used to love it. But the thing I miss about that is that, like I said, Saturday is the last day of the week. So I feel like you should finish how you started. So you gotta be motivated and ready going into next week. Because on Sunday, that's the day. A lot of people talking about that's a reset. No, Sunday, the first day of the week. The fact that you using Sunday to reset is why you behind on Monday. Monday ain't the first day of the week. It's the first day of the work week, not the first day of the week. Okay? So you got to set your mind with the time, with what's going on. So that's why I kind of miss going live on Saturdays. Okay? So I hit the button this morning after I got my coffee. And it's quiet. Y'all hear how quiet it is? And listen. So I ain't got to worry about nobody's music. Because, TikTok don't care, but y'all know YouTube and Facebook, they'll get you. But, Domo, you hear that? Listen. Listen, if you a mother, you understand what I just said. You understand it. I love it. And everybody ain't even in bed. They up. They just still quiet because they ain't got going yet. They ain't, the energy ain't rallied up. So they nice and quiet. Wait now. Domo. Friend. I just got up, not up, but I just got out my pajamas and threw on my little house gown to go live. I got up and took my shower and did all them things. And then, my medication. Now, see that, Domo? See that? You done got them. Listen, they on a routine. Now, Mr. Vincent, I'm talking to somebody over here on Facebook on StreamYard. Mr. Vincent, listen, I understand that y'all trying to, and I get it, right? If you go look on my page, you'll see what my son is talking about. His 5th grade class want recess equipment. And I get that things happen, but this is not the best space to do that, because how do we get information about your organization? How do we know the legitimacy? Because, listen, let me tell y'all something. It's a lot of people out here that is not honest people. And if you get took by them, that's your business. But you got to be mindful of that. That's a real thing. But what you do with your money, your business, ain't my business. Since 6:30. Domo. 6:30. I think I was about just in bed at 6:30. I haven't been sleeping well this week. It's been a lot going on this week. Then, and the thing is, sometimes life be lifing, right? And what be going on really ain't like something that what going on around you ain't within your control. So y'all know me and my history. For those that don't just quick, I aged out of foster care. So I was in foster care as a child, and I was there until I became an adult. That's what that means. And so because my childhood was so traumatic and chaotic, control is something that gives me comfort. Having control of things to me isn't something that, hey Yvette, how you doing? It isn't something that I feel like I have to do, right? Or that I even want to do. But having control over what I got going gives me a comfort, because I don't got to trust nobody else. See, that's where my control issue come from. So when life is lifing, but everything going on is nothing you can control. Everything going on is you don't even understand the why it's all going on or why it's all hitting right now. You don't even understand it. Then on top of that, it's not even your life it's happening in. It's someone you love, someone close to you. For instance, the trial. That isn't my life directly, but that was my friend for a long, long time, long as I can remember, my friend. So, and her daughters. So the trial is trying. You understand? Because if y'all were around when that happened and I talked about it, listen, it took me 3 days to snap back because I, I just couldn't believe it had escalated that far to that being the result. Then I have some friends who are sick. I have a cousin who she has, they found cancer and she has a daughter. She's a single mom and it has metastasized prior to them finding it. And there are multiple tumors in multiple places. And what do you do? How do you help them? You can't. All you can do is just be there. I don't have any control over those situations. However, those situations don't hurt me any less. And then sometimes it's tougher because you can't change it. You can't do nothing about it. And I have really been this week just focusing on, you know what, April, you got to do your best. And sometimes, guess what? What is the best we can do still don't change shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just the facts of the situation. So it's been a rough week. Our daughter, Kyra, y'all know she was here. She came and seen about her daddy when her daddy was in the hospital. She got her own medical issues. She has some of the same cardiac issues that BSB has. So our 26-year-old daughter has a loop recorder and is in heart failure. So it's really important. They're doing some genetic testing and stuff. They think that BSB may have what is called cardiac sarcoid. I didn't even know that you could get sarcoidosis in your heart alone, right? I know people who have it in their lungs and it can affect. Hold on 1 second, y'all. So, I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that until they mentioned it. And, that could be what our daughter has going on too. It's genetic. So, oh, thank you for watching, Roja. I appreciate you. Hello, Arthur. How you guys doing? I spoke to Vincent, but I didn't see anybody. And Amonti, listen, y'all know I'm real big on names because I feel like your name is who you are, right? Like if you go and look up the origin and the meaning of April, baby, you gonna see it line up, okay? Period. So I think the names are powerful. They're strong. So I don't like to mess up anybody's name. Hello, Emma. How are you doing? I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate the comments and the engagement. I'm not ignoring you guys. However, when I come on here, I have intentions of the things I want to talk about. And I don't always get to all of the comments. But I want you each to know that I appreciate you being here so much. And thank you. So they think she has some things going on, and y'all know our daughter doesn't live close to us. So we have 6 adult children. We have 2 that live with us in our home. They're part of our home. They live here. This is their home. They don't live with us. We are multi-generational, so everybody do their part, right? But our 3 of our children are all the way in Oklahoma. And then another one of our children isn't near us either. But they are in Florida. They're just not near us. They're a few hours away. So I can't get to her. I can't be there every day to see about my baby. I can't run to doctor's appointments with her. And that's tough. That listen, and it's not a matter that all of this, Roha, I cannot find you a job. I'm retired. And so I am a content creator, a doula, and a travel agent. I work for me. I'm not hiring, and I don't know anybody that is. Sorry, I can't help you with it. But here in America, hey, beautifully here, how you doing, beautiful? It's so good to see you, girl. You getting that, girl? If you ain't out there looking like fine wine, I see you, boo. And I don't mean that sort of home wine. I'm talking about something straight out of France, Provost. You understand? Over there, wherever that's at. Where they make the good wine. Girl, you look fabulous. Y'all listen. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take a minute. My homie come in. I gotta let her know, baby. She getting it done. Baby, she is on a workout. She is on a health journey, not a weight loss journey, a health journey. And baby, she is doing it. What LL said? Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Yeah, girl. I love it. I ain't gonna tell y'all what she said on her video, on her reel she made. Y'all go check her page out, Beautifully Healed. Yeah, on YouTube, y'all. She'll tell y'all what she's losing the most. But listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm a big we gotta support one another type of chick. Cause while I'm sitting here telling y'all about all the things going through my mind and what's been going on just right here with me in my home, with the people around me just this week, and how life just be life, and y'all. That's why when you ain't got to be friends. Ain't never had an outside of social media conversation with her. Never. But why can't we value one another enough to just be kind, supportive, funny? I don't understand that. For me, I don't move like that. Cause I save that type of energy for the people I don't fucks with. Right? That's why the people I don't fucks with, no, I don't fucks with them because of my energy towards them. Okay? So, that's just how I roll. But I ain't mean to interrupt that conversation. I just had to say that real quick because she meant she just drop it by. She would not be here long because she got content to gather. But you are looking good. So, anyway. Hey, Chantel Cuz. So, anyway, y'all, life be life in real time for all of us. I'm not the only person that's got all of these things going on. And I feel like we should talk about it more so that people don't feel alone. Hello, how you doing? Whoever said Miss April the OG. Hey, because I know that ain't your real page because I don't even know that page name. But how you doing? Because I know you know me if you calling me OG. For those that don't know, that's my name. From everybody who know me where I originally started, they call me OG because I've earned it. That's what they call me. I don't tell nobody to call me anything except April. If you don't know what to call me, just call me April. Because if you call me something crazy, you're going to get a little razzle dazzle. Okay? That's it. That's all. I'm still here. web root. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Because I'm driving, so I'm creating right now. See that I told you. One thing about it, oh, okay, yep, blicky and purple. Them my girls. That's my family. Y'all know me and Blicky been rocking along. It's been a minute now. It's been a little while. Yeah, my twins. So y'all, Blicky and Purple, they do Two Girls One Mic over on YouTube on Blicky page. Tune in. I promise you gonna laugh. You gonna get all the petty you need, and then you probably gonna cry, and then cause it's gonna be some real shit through in there, and then you gonna laugh, and then you're gonna get put out because they're gonna close. So you know how it go. Y'all know how it go. They do a last call and they out. Hey Tamara, how you doing, beautiful queen? How things on the West Coast? But life be lifing, and we cannot always control the things that may be affecting us. Because listen, we're human, right? So things affect us even when we try our hardest not to let it affect the ginger. Y'all, I got a little toy poodle over here. She old. She's really old. Like her birthday 2010 old. And you better stop all that coughing. She did come up out of bed. So now y'all know how it be when you're older. She come out of bed coughing. I'm good, Tamara. Just up here in and out the week on a strong note because you know Sunday the last day of the week. So I'm finna end it so I can come in tomorrow fresh and ready to go. So, but sometimes because just because it's not you directly doesn't mean it doesn't affect you or that it's not challenging for you. Because when you love people and the people you love are going through, it should affect you. That's why you can't love everybody. That's why when people always like, oh, they just in everybody's face, they love everybody. Baby, listen, let me tell you something. It's got to be some damn body you don't like. It's got to be. Because we're not all intended to get along. You're not intended to like everybody. Who is you fooling? Now, I'm 48, so maybe you just ain't mature enough to know that yet. But listen, so when people that you love go through, sometimes you go through too. And you don't have any control over that. I don't have any control over this trial. I don't have any control over the sentencing that's coming. None. Nobody does. Not nobody on this earth. And the truth is, it doesn't matter how I feel. But this week was triggering for me in that regard because it brought back the day when we all knew what had happened in their home that early morning, and that my friend and both of her daughters was gone. We would never see them, never hug them, never again, because of simple just violence. So I don't have any control over that. I don't have any control over, but it doesn't stop it from triggering those feelings and those emotions from when it initially happened. And then I feel sorry for her family, her mama, her, like, you know, the trial literally, like I said, her granddaughter was the only eyewitness. And she had to take the stand this week. And she did. And she handled it like a trooper. But no child should have to be the eyewitness or nothing like that. But guess what? Life happens. So children having trauma and experiences that last them a lifetime happens every day to kids. Then, y'all know we live where I grew up. So the same man that my mother was married to, who treated me like I was just someone for him to do whatever he wanted to do with, he lives in the same area I'm in. Y'all remember the incident I told y'all? I saw him in the local grocery store, Winn-Dixie, here. And I told y'all that I had Zane with me. If y'all new here, so I'm just going to tell it real quick. But I saw him from a distance. I heard somebody call his name. And when he responded, I knew it was him. And when I tell y'all, I froze. It took my breath. I went to the center of the store. BSB found me because I had Zane in the cart. And I was like, I need you to walk me to the door because I got to get out of here right now. I don't know what else to do. I can't breathe. Now, mind y'all, I was removed out of the home, and that nightmare that I lived with him was over when I was 15 years old. I'm 48. But so the whipped cream on top for this week, I'm heading out to go 2301 to head out the area. And guess who I see? When I tell you I couldn't breathe, he was just in his truck in a parking lot, but I seen him. And it took my breath. And listen here, I ain't no bitch. You understand? Ain't no bitch in my blood. Good morning, cuz. Ain't none. Listen, I just squabbled up in October last year. Like, I stay ready. But that trauma. And I haven't seen that man until I saw him in years. Years. But it still takes my breath. And I ain't had to live in the home or near him since I was 15. So I understand childhood trauma. And I understand what it's like when you are part of something violent, either done to you or you just see it. It doesn't go away. So, but it doesn't mean, just because it doesn't go away, it doesn't mean I'm not past it. I talk, and I miss you too, Yvette. Hey, boo. How are you? Good morning, sis. Hey, Peaches. So when I go, and I know y'all may not all be seeing the comments, just a reminder, I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok right now. So I'm working on this because I'm coming with my podcast, and this is how I'm going to do it on all three at one time. Just got to figure out how to get Instagram in here too. And I ain't buying no more phones. Okay? But I'm going to be doing it all at one time because I don't have the time in my schedule to go live per platform. I just don't have it. My life is real busy. I'm dealing with myself and my shit. So it is what it is. Y'all know BSB was in the hospital. We was talking about that. I'm sorry I got over here, but let's go back to that. So our daughter, our 26-year-old daughter that was here, is having some Good morning, Zane. Say good morning to our friends. She has a loop recorder, right? Like her daddy. They called her to come in because her heart rate was 240 beats per minute. Y'all heard me. Your TT Peaches said good morning. Look, he talking about, huh? Look at it come back. Your TT Peaches, she on here. Look, he can't see you. See, that's her right there. Okay. She said, good morning, nephew. Good morning. You see, I said TT Peaches. He said, huh? Y'all, let me tell y'all, they love their TT Peach around here almost much as I love her, but that'll never be. But so they call her to come in. They're gonna do a cardiac ablation. But like I can't get to her because my daughter, good morning, my sis in love. She in Oklahoma. I got all of this stuff going on here. BSB got a PET scan next week. I got y'all know Zane had 4 therapies a week outside of school, 4 private therapists. I'm busy. I can't get there. So that hurt my mama heart. And the truth is, sometimes we just can't be there. That's why when you're raising your kids, it's so important to instill in them. They need to know that you're going to be there. My daughter knows she can call me. We can talk about whatever. And if I got to get there, just like she came when her daddy was in the hospital this last time in the ICU because so for those that don't know what happened with BSB and why he was in the hospital, he has the loop recorder. I wish she was closer to sis because some shit'll be different. You understand me? Ooh, Lord, I almost went there. I ain't going there though because my adult children asked me not to not talk about them, but to not talk about their business on my platforms. And I respect that because I got enough of my own shit to talk about. So I don't got to talk about Yvette. Thank you for all those roses. I don't care what I talk about me, but that's why I don't post all my grandbabies. I got 5 grandbabies. I don't post on my grandbabies because they mom and daddy say don't post them. So I'm the type of parent, I'm not the parent with my adult kids who says, you're going to tell me what to do. I'm your mama. Baby, let's talk about that right there. Adult parents that don't know how to parent adults. Y'all want to talk about it? Because listen, it's adults out here. Now listen, y'all know I don't have these type of problems because I don't fucks with my mother or father. I told y'all I aged out of foster care. My father chose not to get me. I'm in Florida. Somebody over here on Facebook asked where I'm from. Hello, Vicky. How you doing? So I don't have this type of problem. But as a mother with adult kids, I would never say, I'm your mom, I'm do what I want to do. I'm going to tell you, ain't nothing bother me more than a parent of adults who won't let their adult children figure it out. Please just like, can't you hear it? She's Floridian. Liz, it is kind of thick. But that ain't your place, because do you not remember when we was in our 20s? Because listen, my adult kids range from 28 to 23. Y'all know me and BSB a blended family. So from 28 to 23, we got 6 kids. When I was 23 to 28, couldn't nobody tell me what to do with my children. Thank you, sis. And you right. It's gonna be all right. Whatever it's gonna be, but it's gonna be all right. I might not know how we're gonna get to all right, but it's gonna be. So you couldn't tell me what to do with myself, my children, inside my house. Like I couldn't nobody tell me anything. So why, as an adult, a parent of adult children, do you think, do you feel entitled to them listening to you? The truth is, if you have raised them well, guess what they're gonna do? They gonna bump their head from time to time. They gon' damn sure do shit you don't like. Listen, if you got children, they've been doing shit you don't like since they was toddlers, ain't it? Mine have. Maybe I'm just talking about me. Maybe I'm just talking about me. But my children have been being told, no, don't do that. Stop. Get sit your ass down since they was toddlers. So that's not new. What is new is you can't control them because they not in your house. But you would rather not have a relationship. See, the thing about being a quality parent is once they become adults, the only thing left is your influence over them. And the only way you're going to have any influence is if you build trust and a relationship with them when they were children. See, I don't have to ask you the type of parent you were if you have an adult child, if you have adult kids. It's evident in y'all's relationship. Now, that don't go. Good morning, my blicky. How you doing? But so you have to make sure, like, our children know I don't got to like what you gonna call and tell me. Because listen, and they know I'm crazy. All our children, even that 12-year-old with all those neurodivergent diagnoses, know mama ain't got the best of sense. Okay? I got common sense, I got book sense, I got street sense, but I ain't got a lot of sense. Y'all with me? They know that. So sometimes when certain shit going on, they don't call me, they call their daddy. So they know, right? They know, listen, she gonna spaz out. Don't call her ass. Call daddy and let him tell her. Then sometimes they don't call their daddy. They call me. Our youngest son called me on FaceTime, wanting to know which side the boutonniere gone. Now you tell me he could have Googled it. I'm sure somebody mama there knew the answer. But you know what? He wanted to call me so I could tell him he was cute in that suit. Y'all know Javier. That's what I'm talking about. The youngest of the crew. Well, the youngest adult, because we got Zane. He called me because and you know what I did? You know what I did? I told him how handsome he was. Because he looked right handsome in his little orange. It was like a peanut butter brown with a burnt suit with a burnt orange under. It was a burnt orange shirt and vest, and the boutonniere was a burnt orange rose. Really nice and pretty put together for his friend's wedding. But listen, he also the same child who I get his ass together because he's single, ain't got no kids, got good credit. And so I stay in his ass about, hey, Letterboot. So I stay in his ass about keeping on that path because, baby, listen, like I told my children, hey, Tamika, how you doing? We hype our kids up. Ain't that right, Sia? Y'all out here talking about hype your bestie up. Is you hyping your children up? But see, if you didn't instill that in them, that if your children don't know the real you, they not gonna trust you. So some of you need to reevaluate the relationship you have with your kids. Let me tell you, all six of our adult kids, y'all know we a blended family. So let me break the six adult kids down for you. There's Shay, Kyra, and Javier. Those are BSB's kids. Their mother passed away. Okay? She passed away before Javier graduated school. So he has three kids. I have Summer and Jonathan. And then I had full custody of one of my nephews. And I raised him. I had him since he was 4. So he count as one of ours. He's on our page 2s. Okay? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But he get the same benefit all the other kids because we legally had full custody of him. When I was a single mom raising these 3. Then when me and BSB got married, they all came together and we a blended family. I just want to make sure everybody understand how it works, because I don't want to scrape nobody because you misspeak and don't misspeak about my business. Because my favorite pastime is being petty. So don't give me a reason. But there is no difference. They all know. And listen, our oldest daughters, who are 28 now, were 14 when me and BSB got married. So they didn't grow up together as young kids. But they know me. My children that grew up in the home with me their whole life know me. Because I ain't never lied to them. When I talk about what I went through as a child, I saw my first psychotherapist at 5 years old. 5. And I don't have no psychosis diagnoses. But when you have a mother who is toxic, all type of shit go into the kids and it come out of the kids. That's how it works. So, but they know. They know me. They know, don't call mama, because BSB's kids call me Mama April. And then my crew call me mom. And then my nephew call me auntie. Okay? But they know, don't call. Listen, even my friends will tell you. I got a niece. She graduated high school to go to college. Or she graduated college, y'all. Child, I'm lying. She graduated college. We was all talking. Everybody in the group that knew me said, don't call your auntie unless you ready to, for it to be over. Because when I show up, I'm just going to handle whatever the situation is. And they know that. And my kids know if they call me, I ain't going to go talk about them to everybody in the family. Stop that. If you got adult kids, and that starts when they're kids, when they're younger. You can't tell all your children business, because once your children get in their mind, they can't trust you. We all are adults. How fucking hard is it to rebuild trust when it's broke? So imagine doing that in your relationship with your child. You are the one that is pouring into your child. You are the one who is investing in them all of these years. And I have said this since I started having kids. My kids was shit. I don't even know. They was little, like little in diapers. My greatest investment, and if you invest, you know what I'm finna say. My greatest investment in my life is my children. Because guess what? It's going to have the highest yielding. It's going to have the highest return. Are they perfect? Do I always agree with them? But no, baby. But listen, people ain't always agree with what I was doing either. Do people always agree with what you're doing? Hey, ballhead niche, how you doing, boo? Y'all come on in and hit that share and like button. Hell, that's right, sis. Hello, hit it. Tamika said, hello, everyone in the chat. She over here on StreamYard from Facebook. I know y'all don't see everybody. For the new ones coming in, we live on 3 platforms. We on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook right now. Hey. So, your relationship, and I know this isn't common, but if your relationship ain't solid with your own children, how your relationship solid with anybody else? And I didn't listen. I said relationship. I didn't say y'all always agree. I didn't say y'all didn't argue. Cause listen, we got a family group chat with all our children and their spouses, and then me and BSB. Sometimes they don't even respond to my responses. But you know what? That's their business. They don't got to like what I say, but what they know is I'm going to say what I need to say. I'm going to say what I need to say because I'm your motherfucking mama. I'm not finna cut no corners. I'm not finna act like I agree or would do what you doing. Nah, I'm going to move with you however you choose to move because, baby, you grown. Guess what? Ain't nobody going to look at me for your choices. You are an adult. Handle that. But they also know, baby, I will pull up and get some folks together about one of them. I don't care that they grown. See, a lot of it is, as parents, we don't respect boundaries. Oh, I know I just stepped on a whole lot of toes, but I don't give a damn. Just because I'm your mama, once you're an adult, I got to respect your boundaries. All of our children didn't go to college. Some of them are entrepreneurs. Some of them is making more money than I've ever made. It's what it is. Some of them went to college, got a college degree, and they ain't even doing that type of work because they figured out they can make more money doing something else. My daughter Summer, she working on her second degree currently. But guess what she do for work? She is working the exact same job she started her sophomore year at FAMU. It's a work from home job. The exact same company since her sophomore year at FAM. She got stocks. She is invested in this company. And so she stayed. And because she been there so long, you know, she making a little clock it. Because she 28 now. So that's how long she been with them. But what they have is work ethic. What they understand is, y'all know I talk about, I ain't understand no credit score. This is, and listen, for most of us that came out from the gutter, for those of us who didn't have the best of parents at home, we didn't have no one pointing us, teaching us, showing us things. We had to learn on our own. Listen, I had bad credit before I was 18 because my mother used my shit to get some shit. I had unpaid bills in my motherfucking name before I ever became an adult. Okay? And I know some of y'all might be looking and letting this fool you, but my mother is Caucasian. My father is Hispanic. I just didn't get the. But he's from Spain, Hispanic, not Latino like BSB. He's Hispanic. Okay, so they got red hair and blue eyes over there. I ain't get that though. But so, but man, I had bad credit before I ever even knew I could get credit. My credit score was a 352 at one point. Now it ain't there no more, y'all. Listen, I have learned and grown up and matured. However, I still, if push come to shove, I don't got no problem not paying them people their money. That's my brain. That's how listen. One thing I am is honest with my damn self. But our children, baby, listen. They took after their daddy. All of them. They all got good credit. Y'all know I shared the story. Javier, while he was in his junior year of college, bought a car through his bank without a cosigner. Our daughter Summer, baby, listen, she is not married. She don't have any children. And when I tell you, she invests half her check every time she get paid in the different stocks and markets and things, because she understand all of that. And no, I did not teach her. I just told her, I taught her she needed to know. You need to understand. You need to do what is best for you. Right now, her and Javier single. They ain't got no children. They ain't got no significant others. Baby, invest in yourself. Because see, I could tell them that. Because I told them the truth about where I've been, what my choices were, and what those consequences look like. Honestly. So now when they ass is in a crack, guess who they gonna call? Not all parents build that type of relationship with their children so that when their kids become adults, they know where you at. See, when your children become adults, the dynamics of your relationship should change. And let's be clear, if you have children, the dynamics of your relationship and your control begins to change at about 16, 17 years old. At about 16 or 17 years old, your influence, the respect your children have for you, the confidence your children have in you begins to shift and change. There's an ebb and flow in every relationship in our life. You cannot continue to want to control your kids. You have to have a confidence. And see, this is another reason why some folks can't. You have to have a confidence in what you did. Because when you had that baby, they didn't know anything. All the baby born knowing how to do is breathe. And some of them don't even do that until the doctors. Okay? So, nothing. Some babies don't even suck when they're first born. They got to learn how to latch or how to suck on a nipple to eat. So nothing. You get, when you have a child, you get a blank canvas. What you put on that canvas is your business. And it ain't got to be perfect. That's something else. Some people want so hard, so much for people to think that they are perfect, that they did everything right. Listen, none of us do. Who do you think you're fooling? That's a red flag for me. If you think you're perfect, I ain't gonna be the one to tell you fucking crazy. I'm just gonna let you keep thinking that, and I'm gonna move on about myself, because me and you will never be able to have a real conversation if you think you're perfect. And I mean not never. Okay? That's it, that's all. So as parents, to want your children to think you got it all together is really doing a disservice to your relationship later. Now, I'm not saying you should be talking to your kid like I didn't tell my kids about all my SAs as a child until they was older teenagers. They knew I aged out of foster care because they know my foster mother. They know her. I wasn't gonna lie. This your auntie? No, this ain't your damn auntie. This is my foster mother. Because your mom was taking out of the care of her mother and father. Both of them was found. Their rights, their parental rights, was taken away from both of them by a judge. Not because they signed a paper. The judge said, y'all is fucked up. Come here. We need to just put her in foster care forever. Because, baby, this poor child. And listen, I got a 2-for-1 dummies. You know what I'm saying? But listen, good morning, Marie. Hey, boo. How you doing, beautiful? How the family? How them cheering? How your boo? But that was their choice. Their choice doesn't control me. But when my kids got old enough to understand, I was honest with them. Because I need them to understand why I move the way I move with certain people. Why I'm not going to allow certain people around us in our life. Damn, Miss April, I pretend/put on a mask for my kids, but I don't want them to think everything is all sunshine and rainbows. This is a comment from YouTube, y'all. There will be good and bad days. Bald head niche, let me tell you something. And I'm going to tell you what I know and what I've learned, because I aged out of foster care. So understanding what a mother should or do, all I knew was what the fuck I shouldn't do. Okay? But let me tell you, your children love you. And they love you more than anybody else in this world. So if you are always honest with them, they will always know you will be. Because listen, the toughest thing is being honest about yourself. Most people can be honest about everybody else. Hold on, y'all, my laptop blanking. Okay. Most people can be really honest about every and anybody else, but they can't be honest about them. Think about it as an adult, because remember, we raising these little people to eventually be adults, right? That's the goal. I always said I want to raise children that I can hang the fuck out with and not be ready to squabble up. Okay? I didn't want that. So they trust us. They love us. How do you feel as an adult when you have, and we've all had this somebody, so y'all just stay with me for a second. We've all had this motherfucker somebody in our life. You have somebody who you trusted, who you found out betrayed you or was disloyal, or you really couldn't trust them, right? And I'm using all of these different things because y'all know we all refer to shit differently. So, from that aspect, how do you think when your children get older, and they find out this uncle hurt you. This uncle ain't safe. This auntie ain't shit. Your mama, and they see all of these people that you have allowed to continue. And your children feel like you were the one that betrayed or didn't trust them enough. Because when they get older, they can understand, right? Like I said, there are age-appropriate conversations. If you out here and your child is 8 and you out here telling them how you were SA'd at 6 years old, you out of order. I said it, I meant what I said. That's your trauma. Get a therapist. Don't be talking to your kid about that shit. But when they're teenagers, they have to learn the truth from you. Because you've taught them, they expect from you, for you, their mother, to be the one motherfucker they ain't got to ever question. So talk to them. Trust them. Listen, the truth is our kids cannot understand the traumas we may have experienced. There's no way my kids can understand me aging out of foster care. Me seeing a psychotherapist for the first time at 5 years old. Because listen, I told my Mima that I was going to take my stepmama and put her in pieces and mail her around the world so my daddy would come back home. Now, at 5, that's what I said. And when I went to the psychotherapist, because my Mima said, wait a minute, this just should, what you just said, little girl? Hold on, I be going to sleep with you around. We definitely need to figure this shit out. So they took me to see a psychotherapist. The lady gave me a doll, asked me to show her what I said I would do. Okay. 5. I was 5. I took both arms, both legs, and the head off the doll and placed it in different areas around the room and brought the head back to her. I was 5. That is how toxic my childhood was. Even that early, that's the type of shit that was going on. Hold on, y'all. I got to put this. Okay, it's bad. Sorry about that, TikTok. But when my kids were older, I told them, because you know what? I needed my kids to understand the real struggle I went through to be the mother they had. And there was times I felt like my kids did not appreciate what I had went through to be who I was as a mother. But listen, do you think my kids even understood when they were children, me being president of the PTA for 2 years in a row, me not missing a football game from Pop Warner all the way through high school until I got sick and was in the hospital so I couldn't go. I didn't miss no practices. I was always the motherfucking team mom. I was a single mother, but baby, listen, wasn't nothing more important than my investment in my children. Nothing. And when my children got older, and I'm going to be honest with you, the older they get, the more you feel like they don't value your sacrifice. But you know, the truth is, our children aren't ungrateful for us. They just don't understand how amazing and how hard we fight to be the mothers that they see, because our heart and our brains are traumatized. I'm having a hot flash. Y'all know I ain't got no damn ovaries. Shit. I'm postmenopausal. Yes, I said postmenopausal. I was put in surgical menopause in 2016 when they removed my ovaries, uterus, and cervix. But if you had a rough childhood and you fought to be a quality parent, your kids will never understand. All they will know is what you tell them. My kids know now that they're adults, we've had all of my adult kids know. We have had extensive conversations about the things I overcame. Because now the adult kids look back, and all of them look back and realize how hard it was and what actually how great their childhood was. But they ain't understand that as children. But it's not that they ungrateful. How can they understand your traumas in your childhood when you protected them from ever understanding it? So they're not ungrateful. They just are meeting you with what you've given them. They don't understand the difference. And I try to tell all of my people, when my people call me and they're like, oh, my kid just so ungrateful. Are they, or do they just not understand because they've never had it any other way? We have to think of our children as little adults, because one day they're going to be grown. And what you sow in them of who you are is going to have a return later. It's going to return. And it can return healthy, or you're going to lose money. But the choice is yours. So I encourage you, if you have kids, be honest with them about who you are. Don't be the first person your children learn not to trust. Don't be that person. That's all. I didn't understand until hold on. Marie said, we are blessed, and I hope the same for you, OG. We blessed over here. It's just life with life in this week. This week was a little hoo-wee. But it still ain't the type of shit I dealt with as a kid. So if I got through the shit as a child, baby, this adult shit kind of easy. I didn't understand until I became a mother myself and lost my mom. I'm sorry for your lost baldhead niche. I'm sorry. And I say that because, not because I feel that way. See, this is how, and this is what we have to understand as humans. I don't feel that way. People, when they hear my story for the first time and that I don't talk to my mother nor father, the first thing they want to tell me is, well, you ought to forgive your parents. That's not right. Or the Bible folks, the King James folks, them the Bible folks I'm speaking about specifically right now. The King James folks. The Bible say, honor thy mother and thy father. Baby, listen, let me tell you something. Go to hell. You and King James. You understand? Cause listen, ain't nobody gaslight people like the church people. And I mean that. Why you don't tell me the whole scripture? Cause that same passage say for the parents not to make us be angry with them, essentially. I don't remember what it say verbatim. Y'all know I've done studied about. I haven't belonged to, but I have. I love studying religions like I love studying medicine. Those two things I have extensive knowledge of, and I'm not narrow-minded, so I study multiple religions. I have studied and dove into. But y'all can't be gaslighting people. But they love to say what I should do. You don't got that type of authority in my life. Who do you think? How you think so highly of your motherfucking self to tell me what I should do? You don't know what I've been through. The fact that I moved away from that and became better. Did not repeat the bullshit. Did not repeat the failures. Baby, you can't tell me God ain't pleased. I don't got to do it your way. And I'm not going to. Because what would be crazy would be for me to allow motherfuckers that don't intend me no good to be around me. Baby, I'm a prize. Do y'all know how long it took for me to say that about me? Do you know how long I hated me? No, you don't, because you don't know me. But I guarantee you, I have not always been the woman I am now. I guarantee you, I deal with anger that most people couldn't even understand every day. But I choose how that anger come out and where I use it. And what I do is I just multi-purpose that energy. Stop making excuses and start making moves that benefit you. Stop repeating the same stupid shit that put you where you are to go through and have to fight like you do as an adult. Stop sowing that shit into your kids. Let me tell y'all something. When I raised my kids, and I got all my settings to 18 and over, even on TikTok. So that's why my numbers don't be jumping in the room, because I don't get shared everywhere. Because, baby, listen, I ain't going to censor me. You flip that energy. Oh, sis said, hold on. Who didn't even look at it from that perspective? You hitting the nail right in the damn head. Baby, I look. Y'all know I'm a Brooke Valentine type of chick, baby. Hit that with a bottle. Y'all know that's my favorite song ever. I remember for about 10 years, that was my theme song. Baby, I bumped that everywhere I went. Oh, Lord, y'all. Peaches said, I'm still here listening, sis. I'm preparing for today's lunch as dinner, but I'm here. Oh, Lord, sis, I can't wait to find out what the hell you cooking. Baldhead niece said, preach. Sis said, Peaches said, yep, y'all, she a nerd. I am. But I only like to research and study what I want to know. I'm not looking up everything because I don't want to. You flip that energy into something productive, making a mental note now. Yes, and I'm going to tell you why, baldhead niece. Why would you allow the same motherfuckers that hurt you to control you when you can stop it? Y'all hear me? Everybody turn up your thing and listen. Turn on your screen recording so you can have this motherfucker right here to play back later and share with your friends. Okay? Why would you allow the same motherfucker that controlled you and hurt you to continue to have that much control when they don't have to. You can stop it. And the truth is, that is the place healing begins. Because when I was angry and moving stuff from A to B and fight, y'all, let me tell y'all something. And listen, ain't nobody in this room right now knew me then. And if they did, they wouldn't say nothing. But I used to look forward to putting these paws on somebody. Or my feet. Don't let me knock you down, because baby, I'm going to stomp you till it's a mud hole there. But I was able to act that way and do those types of things because guess what? I didn't love me. I didn't love myself enough to make better choices, because that is straight foolery. How I use my body and my mouth. I'm talking about my talking game, because I hate to use my mouth for anything else, y'all. I don't like doing it. But, we got to. But I don't like it. It's not my favorite thing to do. But for years, to manipulate and use me. I specialized in married men because I ain't have to be bothered with their ass. That's one of the reasons why when me and BSB first got married and he cheated, I'm a you reap what your soul type of bitch. I knew what I had done early on. I'm talking about I was 15 years old dealing with a married man, y'all. I didn't see any value in me because of all the essays, how long it had been, what I had been through. I didn't value me. I didn't value my body. People talk about body counts. Baby, when I did a body count and I talk about this because, baby, I'm honest about me. I don't say shit on here that BSB don't know. My body count in 1998 was over 100. You heard what I said. It is what it is. One thing I'm gonna motherfucking do is keep it real with me. So why I got to lie to y'all? What y'all do? Tell me the last time one of y'all feet fucked the financed anything around here. You ain't, so I don't give a damn. I'm honest with me and about me because that is why I am the woman I am now and why I understand shit the way I understand it. I've been put out of more clubs in the chicken wing with my feet dangling by security than most of y'all ever been in a club. Lord, y'all, I just try to roll my coffee cup. I done made a mess of. Damn, I done spilled coffee everywhere. That's all right. I'm getting me another cup of Cafe Bustelo as soon as I get the hell off of here. You flip that energy into something productive, making a mental note now. That's the only control you have, baldhead niche. Think about it. That's the only control you have is to make it different. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, my girl, how you doing? How them babies? Speaking of somebody on TikTok, y'all. Jonathan, y'all know Two Daddy. He have an older sister. And because y'all know I don't do the same dumb shit twice. So I got Summer and Jonathan ain't got the same daddy. And I lost a set of twins. If I'd have had them, I'd have 3 baby daddies. I don't give a fuck. I don't do the same stupid shit twice. I mean, show me who you is and I ain't finna be bothered no more. But that Jonathan sister talking about, hey, ma. Because listen, even in my trauma, even in my healing, my children, Summer and Jonathan, both of their fathers have other kids. One of their fathers got a bunch of. Their fathers was not in their lives, but I made sure they knew who their siblings were. And I made sure I knew their siblings. Ain't one of their siblings can't come to my house and chill, eat, relax. I don't play that. I'm a different type of bitch. I don't just say that. I live that. That ain't for social media. And I'm a different type of bitch because, baby, I have overcome shit that would have other people. I know people ain't lived through what I've lived through on a psych ward. Like, I'm just saying, thank you for following. But I'm different. I don't gotta look like or move like nobody else. Because, baby, guess what? What made me ain't your story. So why we gotta look alike, talk alike, sound alike? What? That's why we can't learn and grow from one another, because people want to make shit like it wasn't. Baby, listen, I was a whole fool for many, many years. If it wasn't for the grace and mercy of God, I shouldn't be here statistically. And I damn sure shouldn't have the life I have statistically. But baby, let me tell you something. Y'all go on and screen record this here too. Y'all hear me? Ain't nothing to make you feel better than proving a bitch wrong. I had changed my name. I thought I had followed you from the other live like 2 months ago, I believe. Oh, okay. I sure appreciate you. I don't, I'm going to be going live more regularly. This is my second live this week. Hey, baby, listen, I'm my own cheerleader. I don't need nobody to tell me good job. I don't. But at the same time, while you making these changes in your life, what you got to do is be honest. Being honest doesn't mean you tell all your business. Because, baby, you can't tell everybody all your business, because bitch can't be trusted. Okay? That's it. That's all. But when you began to talk about you, about the things you have overcame, the way you overcame it, the poor choices you've made, those are the places that you began to heal. One thing about trauma, the more you talk about it, the more you heal. It don't go away. Trauma don't go away. Those memories don't go away. Trauma memories are like good memories. Baby, they memories, they in your brain. What you choose to do with those thoughts and those rememberings and those flashbacks and those nightmares, what you choose to do with that is where the change is. Because if you continue to just react to your trauma, your anger, your pain, you will never grow. And guess what's going to happen because you're not growing? You're going to begin to be surrounded by weeds. Because guess what? You don't see weeds in healthy grass. Uh-oh. But the key is the choices are yours. And what you choose decides your path. Forgive yourself. Stop expecting perfection from yourself. You're never going to be perfect. It is impossible. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to drop the ball. The thing is, you can control how bad that ball drops. Is the ball going to drop and bounce once and you're going to catch it? Or is the ball going to drop and bounce and then bounce away from you? So now you running the ball down. Why not keep the ball in your court? And sometimes having the ball in your court means you got to post up. Sometimes you got to take the charge. Sometimes you got to take the lick. And guess what? Guess what? The worst thing that happened when you took that charge was you fell on your ass and slid a little bit. But guess what? You going through the line, you going to get 2 free throws. 2. And as long as you ain't got a shot average, you probably go hit it. But the truth is, sometimes you got to stand your ground. And in that, you begin to love yourself effectively. Because if you don't love you, you can't love nobody else. Not properly. Dust your shoulder off and try again. Hello, she show said that, didn't she? That show what Aaliyah said. Yes, ma'am, baldhead niche. You're always on point with the real talk. Thank you, sis. You know this is how sis, you know I be. We either gonna laugh or talk for real, baby, and it's probably gonna be a combination of the two. Hell, we might even cry a little bit. I don't cry a lot though, y'all, but we might cry. Y'all say I get a little emotion, my face get red and stuff, but I ain't a big crier. Let me tell you a quick story. Let me read the comments, then I'll tell you a story. And I love it when you do these type of lives. Thank you, sis. Good for my soul. It's good for mine too. That's why I come on here and talk about it. Because it's amazing. It makes me feel better, especially when I'm overwhelmed like this week has been. It makes me feel better to feel like somebody is benefiting from my honesty. Not benefiting from my trauma, not benefiting from any of those things. You're benefiting from my honesty. That's why I don't play. I ain't got too much play in me. Thank you for being authentically you. I always admired you from a distance with your wise words and funny comebacks. Ooh, Lord, baldhead niche, I love to be petty. I think I enjoy being petty more than being honest. But ooh, I love when a bitch gave me a reason to be petty. There is no better revenge than proving a non-believer. Ain't no better. Ain't nothing more encouraging. Baby, I tell you something. When you prove a bitch wrong, it's like getting $5,000 in your bank. You don't know where it come from. You can just spend it. For real. Mic drop. I am my biggest critic and need to give myself so much more grace. Yes. Why can't it's so hard to give yourself the grace that you give others? We listen. We listen to people. The people that we love, we show them so much grace. There are people that hurt us, and we make a reason for why they hurt us. But when it comes to us, it's why. Why you do that? Why you can't get your shit together? Why? What? Again, you can't love nobody if you can't love you. Y'all know the King James talk about that too. But that's the truth. So, and the people around us treat us the way we treat ourselves. You ain't got to believe me, but start making some changes and see if your circle don't change. Start holding the people around you accountable like you hold yourself. See if your circle don't change. And let it change, because the motherfuckers don't mean you no good. They don't. Embrace new people. Embrace those that match who you are. Thank you, Larice. Thank you, PIC. Make sure. Hey, Bridget, how you doing? I want to tell you, since you're here, thank you for the cash out for my baby. I'm going to send it all to the teacher on Monday. Thank you so much. And if there's anybody else in here that has sent me a cash out for Zane for his 5th grade recess stuff, thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. I know damn well the teacher gonna appreciate it. So I appreciate y'all, because y'all know I don't ask for nothing. I only post my cash app on my birthday shit. And y'all know I celebrate the whole month of April. So listen, I just posted on the actual day. But make sure that the people around you are as important as your growth. Stop holding on to weight. Stop. Listen, unless you're a bodybuilder, which y'all know I don't exercise because I was active duty and I got paid to exercise. So, baby, listen, it don't sit right with me to go to the gym or to exercise or run and shit for free. I'm just gonna tell you. Only exercise I'm doing is some yoga. I'm just telling y'all, that's it, that's out. I got paid to exercise and stay in shape. I don't get paid no more, so I just don't see the benefit. I'm being funny, y'all. I know I should exercise, but I don't. But anyway, I do yogas. That's why I can still do a split. But listen, stop carrying all that weight. Stop carrying other people. Especially carrying motherfuckers that wouldn't carry you. They've done dropped you on your head in the past, and you still around. Gert always told us, find a fool, keep a fool. Why is you a fool? You ain't got but one time not to be there for me when I've been there for you. Y'all know I am big on my boundaries. Listen, the people that know me know I don't play. Listen, my boundaries are firm. And I don't give a damn who it is. You gonna respect it. Because when you put your toe on my boundary, I'm gonna knock you back off of it. I'm not gonna ask no questions. I'm gonna knock you off of it, and then you won't get a chance to even get near a boundary again. Because you were dismissed. You dismissed. Because I made my mind up about 3 years ago. It ain't been that long, so this is a new journey for me. About 3 years ago, I made my mind up that when I'm gonna do motherfuckers how motherfuckers do me. That's it. Now, that don't mean I got to get even. What that mean is when you give me your ass to kill. No, I don't see any stars, but thank you, Bridget. Thank you, boo boo. I appreciate you. No, I can't see him. I'm on StreamYard. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Y'all, I'm having another hot flash. It's all right. I promise ain't nothing else going on over here. Does this include family too? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, bald head niche. It especially include them motherfuckers. And let me be clear with you. Everybody could be a motherfucker. Elderly, young, in the middle, family. Not, I don't give a damn what your title is or your age. You can be a motherfucker. Period. Don't play with me. It includes everybody. Because let me tell you something. Anyone that will not respect your boundaries, they don't mean you no good. Sometimes family do you the worst because they expect you to take their shit. Baby, listen. The only shit I'm taking is mine on my toilet. Okay? Period. So, young, I'm allowing things I typically wouldn't. And you know what, bald head niche? That may be the why that you're doing it. But that's still, even though that's the why and that's understandable, it still is not beneficial for your life and for you. And the fact that they don't care enough to understand how blessed they are to have you means you are enabling they bullshit. Now, why are you enabling it? Let me ask you something, because see, the thing about boundaries are set to protect you. I use poopery, Bridget. Poopery. You spray before. I keep poopery in my bag, so if I go in public, because I'm one of them people, baby. I got to go. I don't give a damn where I'm at. Okay? So, but you have to begin. Bald head niche, I want you to do me a favor. When we done here, or when you have a moment to yourself, I want you to get you a notebook out. And I want you to write down 5 things that have been done to you by someone else that really affected you. Even if you didn't say nothing to them about how it made you feel. For those on TikTok, I'm talking about head niche on YouTube. I'm live on 3 platforms right now. So I want you to write down 5 things that have someone, because I'm going to assume that you only got to go a month back. Go back to September and think of 5 things someone has done to you that you would never, thank you, sis, that you would never do to them. Okay? Then I want you to write the name of the person that did it. Then I want you to think, is this a boundary that I wouldn't let a stranger put their foot on? See, I think a lot of people with their boundaries, the boundaries are only for others. The boundaries aren't about those that they love. When, let's be clear, boundaries are about you. Boundaries aren't about nobody else. Once you figure that out, Then what I want you to do is make you a boundary. Do not think about who did it. Think about the boundary that will protect you from the way that made you feel. See, I don't believe in going back and cleaning up shit. Because listen, once you look backwards, you're going to trip going forward. Because, bitch, you can't see. We don't look backwards. What we do is we move forward from now. So you put that boundary in place. Once you put that boundary in place for you, that boundary go for everybody, including your adult children, including your spouse, including your parents, including your siblings, including strangers. Because that boundary protects you. It ain't about them. It's that simple. Is it easy to implement? Absolutely not. But you know what? That challenge is yours. Because it's your job to check their ass. It's your job to say, I ain't doing that no more. You said you've been dropped, kicked, and what you need to do is everybody that's dropped you can't go backwards. But when they do it again, dismiss their ass. Listen, y'all lost your mom at an early age. You are not their mother. My boundaries go for my adult children. Now, the 12-year-old, not really, right? But listen, he gonna still respect certain boundaries. You gonna respect me. I don't give a damn how old you are. That's a boundary of mine. And because it's a boundary of mine, you don't even gotta disrespect me. Once I see you a disrespectful motherfucker, baby, I'm not gonna be bothered. Because while people letting you get away with shit, I'm gonna be the one to squabble up, and then I'm the bad guy. Okay. I'll be the bad guy. I don't motherfucking care. But when you think about it from that perspective, up here from the outside looking in, what that means? That means they are their problem. The problem ain't you anyway. My kids, I got a policy. Me and BSB got a policy. We don't loan money. If you need motherfucking money, you go to the bank and ask for a loan. That's what the hell we do. And you can work that out with you in the bank. That ain't my business. But I don't loan money. I've always been like that, baby. I don't loan money. Now, do I give money? Sure. But I ain't giving to everybody. I give when I want to. I don't give because you ask. No. And that boundary goes for my adult kids. Zane is 12 years old and he's autistic, has apraxia of speech, expressive and receptive language disorders, and he's ADHD combined type. And I don't give him money. He earns money because his priority is school. He gets paid for grades. I ain't never been the parent to pay for chores. I don't give an allowance for chores because, baby, listen, you live here, you gonna fucking clean up. Okay? That's it. Baby, hello? I don't care. I'm not paying you to clean up where you fucking sleep and eat and shower. That's lunacy. That is lunacy. I'm not doing it. But he gets paid for grades. He want Roblox? You better have it. We at Disney, I buy him him one thing a trip. You want something else, you gonna have your money. Should have saved up. He has feeding, he doesn't eat a lot of things. He has food aversion. And he loves McDonald's nuggets and fries. For years, that's all he would eat. That's the only French fries he would eat, and that's the only nuggets he would eat. He doesn't like the nuggets that have the he likes battered nuggets, not nuggets that are just in flour, so they're little, they're a little crunchier. He likes the battered nuggets, like the ones at McDonald's. He don't like, for years he wouldn't eat fries if they had the skin on them. That's why he liked McDonald's. So, but the thing is, you eat a grilled cheese. So if I'm cooking something and you don't want that, then you like rice, you like eggs, fried hard, only a certain way. You eat grilled cheese. So if you don't want what we having for dinner, find one of those other things you like and good. But if you want McDonald's, where your money's? Because that's not what you have to do. But it's not always the case, but that's how you teach children things. If I have those boundaries with my 12-year-old, you can motherfucking bet everybody else gonna respect my boundaries. And not sometime, all the time. So begin to set your boundaries. And those boundaries go for everybody. Everybody. Because if they don't care enough to give you the things you need or what you expect, why you need to be bothered with making sure they okay? Good morning, sweet truth. Hey, friend. Why? And guess what? Guess what I've learned? Because y'all know I done told y'all, baby, I love to squabble up. If you grew up squabbling up regularly, you know that releases stress off of your body like racquetball do. Some people run because they stress. Some people, baby, I like to fight. That's what I did. And oh Lord, you feel so good after. Good. And these know I'm a people pleaser at heart too. I definitely need to address my boundaries ASAP. Listen here. I've always been a FU type of bitch. So you being someone understanding that you are a people please, a giver by nature, you halfway there. But baldhead niche, hear me. It is imperative that you get boundaries in place for you. Because ain't nothing motherfuckers love more than using up folks. You know, people will use us up like how they use the last of the toilet paper and leave a roll there. It happens in all our houses. They use the last of the hand soap and don't replace. They use the last paper towel and don't put a new roll in there. Okay, people, that scenario is real life. People will use all that they can from you and leave you fucking empty. And guess what, baldhead niece? Ain't a person alive can stop them except you. You the only one can stop it. You the only one can set your standard. And once you get past the five we talked about, because listen, this is I told you now, I've been real heavy on this shit for about 3 years now. Because my thing was, I used to always want. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. My daughter said. Child, listen, y'all. Why my daughter? Y'all know we're multi-generational. This funny as fuck. Why somebody put the damn ice cream in the refrigerator? She just sent a screenshot talking about who responsible. Why the ice cream in the refrigerator? It won't me because I don't eat ice cream like that, baby. So that's all I could say. But who did? See, that's what I'm talking about, baby. We hold motherfuckers accountable around here. And that's something I've taught my children. You want to know who responsible. I don't know who put that ice cream in the refrigerator. But I hope it ain't go bad because y'all know we eat expensive. They buy expensive ice cream around here, baby. That's what she said. Y'all, I swear to God. And she the one that's single. Ain't got no spouse. Ain't got no kids. Thank you, sweet truth. So she don't mind how she talk to us. She take after me when it comes to that shit, y'all. She don't mind. She don't mind. But I had to learn to respect that boundary, baby. She take after her mom. Because, baby, I just be like, who the hell you talking to? Y'all know mothers, we say that. Who the hell you talking to? But, yeah. Look. She said, who responsible? Child, not me. Hello, bald head niche. When I tell you, listen here, the craziest thing as a parent of adult children is when them motherfuckers give you. Huh? Baby, listen. When they give you, Summer, TT Peaches talk about, I just love her. Peaches. Look, you hear about that high, your big hair baby. But listen, that is the craziest shit. When your adult children give you, and your first response is, who the hell you talking to? And then you realize, damn, that's some shit I'd have did. Listen, but that's the joy of being a mother. Is getting to love your children even as adults. But the thing is, there has to be, people ask all the time how we multi-generationally live. Because listen, y'all know in our minority communities, we suck at living together, right? Baby, we be tearing each other down on fucking social media. Ain't it? Sweet truth. Thank God they got more sense than we had at their age. Because they may give you, but baby, you still got more sense than I had. But you got to love them. But it's funny, but they ask all the time, how do we live? Because my son, Jonathan, he is married, has a wife and a son. 2 is his child. And then it's me, BSB, and Zane. Then my daughter, who, like I said, some of the one who asked about who responsible for the damn ice cream in the fridge. She's not married. She doesn't have any children. And then my brother lives here. They always ask, how does that work? Real fucking easy, because, baby, we all grown. And everybody governs themselves accordingly. It's real easy. Is it perfect? Absolutely not, because life ain't perfect. But boundaries and respect are so important. And if you wouldn't take it from a stranger, oh, that's fancy. Y'all, somebody just sent me a little something. I don't know what the hell it was over on TikTok, but it was fancy. It was doing stuff and streamers and yeah, I liked it. Y'all know I listen. If you new here, I'm a simple asshole. That's fancy. Cause I just learned how to edit in the last 3 months. I'm real with me, baby. I don't be bothered by a lot of stuff. But oh, it was confetti. I knew it was something. But I gotta get off of here, y'all. I don't even know how long I've been on here, but I do got some stuff I gotta do looking at the time. And I got to go. You have to respect each other's ways and expectations. It and you know that whole old saying, do unto the golden rule, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. No, no. I don't agree with that because what you did might have been fucked up. So you want me to do that back to you? That ain't in me. So I just respect my boundary. And we're going to do it. But I'm going to start jumping on this live on Saturday mornings. Real quick, let me wrap this up. I'm going to start jumping on this live on Saturday mornings because Saturday is the last day of the week. And y'all know I believe that getting ready for on the first day of the week, beginning that on Sunday helps make Monday not so crazy. Right? Because I think sometimes we look at Monday as the first day of the week, the tough day. No. Prep on Sunday, the first day of the week. But I think I'm going to come up here. We're going to check in. I'm going to see if any of my friends, anybody ever want to join me. They can come over here and kick it with us. Come on the live. Y'all can come up. You're welcome. Just do me a favor. Let me know you want to come up before so I can be prepared. And I can't wait to see y'all again, but I'm going to try to go live again one day this week. I don't know when. Schedules are crazy around here. Y'all know we still running the doctor's BSB's PET scan is on Thursday. So if y'all all could send positive shit, if you're going to send negative shit, it ain't going to just save your energy because it ain't going to come through here because, baby, we well protected from bullshit. If you don't know, I stay on top of that. But I want y'all to know that I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll be seeing y'all soon. But I will definitely be back next Saturday. Okay? Bye, y'all.